Hello, welcome to First Chapter Fridays. I'm Miss Karen, the Children's Librarian at the Oakmont Carnegie Library. You can see I'm at the library today. How are you? So today we are reading The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. And this is the book. We've got the series here at the library. Come on down and check it out if you're interested. Here is what some of the books in this series look like. So if you are wanting to read this and you follow Accelerated Reader, this is on a 5th grade level and will get you 15 Accelerated Reader points. 15 if you read this, so that's awesome. Alex and Connor Bailey's world is about to change when the twins' grandmother gives them a treasured fairy tale book. They have no idea they're about to enter a land beyond all imagining, the land of stories where fairy tales are real. But as Alex and Connor soon discover, the stories they know so well haven't ended in this magical land. Goldilocks is now a wanted fugitive. Red Riding Hood has her own kingdom, and Queen Cinderella is about to become a mother. The twins know they must get back to home somehow. But with the legendary evil queen hot on their trail, will they ever find the way? So that's the premise for The Wishing Spell. Also, I want to mention before I read a few pages of the prologue of that particular book, it's time to sign up for summer reading. You can do so online by going to carnegielibrary.beanstack.org/reader365. Hop onto our website. There's a link there that you can just jump on, log in, choose Oakmont Library, and join us for summer reading. We do have some summer reading bags left actually in the lobby, so come on in and grab one with some fun crafts to do if you're looking for something fun to do. They're just like our grab and goes, but they've got a few extra things in there for summer reading. So yes, we do have some of those today in the lobby. All right, let's read a few pages of The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell. And I'm going to put on my librarian glasses so I can see. Prologue, The Queen's Visit. I want to mention in this book, though, we do have a really cool map that's going to show us what's going on in the Land of Stories. So you can see the Sleeping Kingdom, the Charming Kingdom, the Northern Kingdom, and the Elf Empire, the Dwarf Forest. You can always refer to that to see where exactly they are. There's Mermaid Bay. So here we see somebody cloaked in prison. The Queen's Visit. The dungeon was a miserable place. Light was scarce and flickered from the torches bolted to the stone walls. Foul-smelling water dripped inside from the moat circling the palace above. Large rats chased each other across the floor, searching for food. This was no place for a queen. It was just past midnight, and all was quiet except for the occasional rustle of a chain. Through the heavy silence, a single set of footsteps echoed through the halls as someone climbed down the spiral steps into the dungeon. A young woman emerged down the steps, dressed head to toe in a long emerald cloak. She cautiously made her way past the row of cells, sparking the interest of the prisoners inside. With every step she took, her pace became slower and slower. Her heart beat faster and faster. The prisoners were arranged according to crime. The deeper she walked into the dungeon, the crueler and more dangerous the criminals became. Her sights were set on the cell at the very end of the hall where a prisoner of special interest was being watched by a large private guard. The woman had come to ask a question. It was a simple question, but it consumed her thoughts every day, kept her lying awake most nights, and was the only thing she dreamed about with little sleep that she managed. Only one person could give her the answer that she needed, and that person was on the other side of the prison bars ahead. "I wish to see her," the cloaked woman said to the guard. "No one is allowed to see her," the guard said, almost amused by the request. "I'm on strict orders from the royal family." The woman lowered her hood and revealed her face. Her skin was pale as snow, her hair was dark as coal, and yes, her eyes were as green as a forest. Her beauty was known throughout the land, and her story was known even beyond that. "Your Majesty, please forgive me," the stunned guard apologized. He quickly bent into an overly pronounced bow. "I wasn't expecting anyone from the palace." "No apology necessary," she said, "but please do not speak of my presence here tonight." "Of course," the guard said, nodding. The woman faced the bars, waiting for them to be raised, but the guard hesitated. "Are you sure you want to go in there, Your Highness?" The guard said, "There's no telling what she's capable of." "Oh dear." "I must see her," the woman said, "at any cost." The guard began turning a large circular lever, and the bars of the cell rose. The woman took a deep breath and continued past them. She journeyed through a longer, darker hallway where a series of bars and barriers were raised and then lowered as she walked past them. Finally, she reached the end of the hall. The last set of bars were raised, and she stepped into the cell. The prisoner was a woman. She sat on the stool in the center of the cell and stared up at a small window. The prisoner waited a few moments before acknowledging the visitor behind her. It was the first visitor she had ever had, and she knew who it was without looking. It was the only person that it could be. "Hello, Snow White," the prisoner said softly. "Hello, stepmother," Snow White replied with a nervous quiver. "I hope you are well." Although Snow White had rehearsed exactly what she wanted to say, she was now finding it nearly impossible to speak. "I heard that you are the queen now," her stepmother said. "It's true," said Snow White. "I've inherited the throne as my father intended. So, what do I owe this honor?" "Have you come to watch me wither away?" her stepmother said. There was such authority and power in her voice, it was known to make the strongest of men melt like ice. "On the contrary," Snow White said, "I've come to understand." "To understand what?" her stepmother said harshly. "Why," Snow White hesitated, "why did you do what you did?" And I'm going to leave it at that. So, if you would like to find out why Snow White's stepmother did what she did, come down here and check out this book, The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell. We've got the series on the shelf. You can also hop on to oakmontlibrary.org and check it out virtually. So, I will see you on Monday for our regular story time, and thanks for hanging out with us this week. Sign up for summer reading.